Hi, my name is Kate Parker, and I lead the Customer Experience Transformation team within SAS's Global Customer Intelligence practice. Today, our topic is Customer Experience Transformation, connecting planning, execution, performance, and analytics. The customer is the center of a marketer's universe, and marketers spend time getting to know their customers, growing relationships with them, retaining them, driving loyalty, and at times, winning them back. The experience that organizations create for its customers is often their only differentiator. In fact, an organization's success relies on the experience that they create for their customers. When it comes to engaging with customers, marketers focus on the journeys that they want to enable. The decisions marketers make about each customer at every stage of the journey ultimately dictates the quality of their experience. While there are many drivers behind effective customer experience and engagement, today we're going to focus on how leveraging SAS's technology creates a differentiating customer experience at every step of the journey. Today we're going to focus on the value in connecting, how to strategically plan and manage marketing efforts across the organization more effectively and efficiently, how to determine which customers to engage with, when, and how to leverage analytics to optimize marketing spend, and finally, how to measure your success and make improvements moving forward. We're going to review how connecting planning, execution, performance, and analytics improves and transforms customer experience. As we open Customer Intelligence 360, I can see a menu of things that I can do as a marketer. I can establish my marketing plans. I can manage my overall strategy, content. I can determine the segments that I want to market to, etc. First, we're going to focus on planning. Again, how to strategically plan and manage our marketing efforts across the organization more efficiently and effectively. From here, I'm going to go ahead and collapse my menu and click into my plans. For today's demo, we're going to focus on our 2020 retail marketing plan. As I click into my marketing plan, I can now view sample metadata that's been configured to capture strategic planning information in support of my overall 2020 marketing efforts. When I click on the Relationships tab, this immediately shows me all of the programs, seasons, activities, and campaigns that I'm running in support of my plan. Perhaps a better view is to view this via a calendar. And today we're going to focus on our spring season. With a quick expansion here, I'm able to view all of the campaigns and activities that are supporting my spring season. And again, specifically today, we're going to be focusing on our women's apparel launch. Here you can see that we have a lot of omni-channel customer journeys that are going to help us generate demand for our new spring line. Again, focusing on our spring season, I'm going to go ahead and click into my object and navigate to my financials. So here you can see the budget that I've defined in support of my spring season. Throughout the planning process, I need to manage this overall budget, and once the program executes, I then need to reconcile that budget with the actual expenses that we end up spending. Managing and optimizing budgets have historically been a very onerous process for marketers in getting a true marketing ROI. Embedded financials also will help me as a marketer optimize my marketing spend using techniques like attribution and optimization, which we'll touch on a little bit later in the presentation. As we move through the planning process, there are always a series of handoffs that need to occur as part of any process. Managing these handoffs is typically a very manual process between various groups within the organization, such as your campaign designers, brand managers, and of course your agency resources. So as you can see here, we have configured a sample workflow, which helps manage manage the back and forth that needs to occur between the various teams, helping gather inputs, capture reviews, and approvals throughout the process as well. Again, managing these handoffs, reviews, and approvals within the solution does help our customers improve their operational efficiencies, as traditionally this is a very manual process. Managing these handoffs, reviews, and approvals within the solution helps improve customers' operational efficiencies, as traditionally this is a very manual process. So as you can see here, as we just showed you, SAS has embedded our comprehensive marketing resource management capabilities natively within our solution to help streamline the sharing of information between the various groups within the organization and to remove the need for disparate and niche solutions that are traditionally used to manage planning efforts. Once our plans are established, we're ready to now manage the execution process, where we determine who we want to engage with, how we want to engage with them, and of course, when. First, we're going to focus on who we want to engage with in support of our women's apparel launch by viewing a segment that we've previously created. I'm going to go ahead and click up here and into my dresses segmentation. So as you can see here, we've created 4 core segments that we're focusing on and tailoring our marketing messages to as part of our overall spring launch. And as a marketer, I need to have a robust set of segmentation capabilities to help me build these segments out. So as you can see here, we have a common list of selection tools to help our marketers build out these elaborate segments. One key thing that SAS provides in regards to data access is flexibility, which is supported by our hybrid cloud architecture. So with our hybrid cloud architecture, the data sources for our segmentation can be in the cloud, on-premises, or private cloud, or both. This enables organizations to keep important data within their firewall and still have the ability to do their job. We're the only marketing cloud that provides this unique hybrid approach. We want to give our customers the data flexibility they require. With our segments in hand, let's personalize our customer journey. So we have a number of customer journeys for each segment that I created to support our spring season launch. And if I go to my open items, I can click on my spring launch customer journey that was previously supporting my overall launch activities within my plan. As a marketer, I want to create demand by creating personalized catalogs and individualized email blasts to support this overall spring launch. Within this journey, I've created an email that I want to use to help showcase a red dress in support of our overall launch activities. So let's go ahead and click into this email. Now I've already created this particular one, but let's go ahead and see how we can preview the content that we've laid out here and how it's going to potentially render on different devices. So here I have the flexibility to view them in responsive previews, where I can view this on a mobile device, a tablet, or how it would appear on someone's computer, for example. Let's go ahead and close out of this and return to our particular journey. As a marketer, I also want to create demand by responding in real time to the behaviors of my customers as they're dynamically engaging with us across our digital properties. So for example, we can personalize the website or a mobile app in real time based on behaviors that our customers exhibit and based on AI models that predict behavior. And if this customer leaves the website and a retailer wants to remarket to them on other websites or social media platforms, SAS can help the marketer get more granular and analytical in the audience purchases they make with advertisers like Google and Facebook. Now, of course, Facebook and Google have some basic rules that marketers can create to buy audiences, but using SAS, marketers can get much more complex in the rules and insights they use to buy these remarketing audiences. So let's go ahead and click into this particular task. As you can see here, I've set up this task to track if a customer clicks on our new dresses 3 times in a 30-minute window, and that they have a high propensity to buy based on an AI model that we've previously built. All of these inputs are the event that will ultimately trigger when someone qualifies for this Google remarketing audience. SAS is helping the marketer maximize each dollar spent through our AI-driven decisions and driving real-time personalization to customers across all channels. Okay, so let's go ahead and close out of this. Next, we've touched on analytics throughout this demonstration, but let's focus on how we can use analytics to further optimize our retailers' marketing spend. We have a number of embedded AI and optimization techniques built into the system, but for this demonstration, we're going to highlight a new and modernized optimization capability. So in the customer journey we just discussed, you'll recall that I was planning to send emails, catalogs, and potentially other direct mails to customers from an outbound perspective. And there's typically multiple versions of each of these. We can leverage optimization to determine the best version for each customer while adhering to constraints that we've put in place, like keeping the spend within the budget and adhering to other business constraints. So let's go ahead and take a look at a scenario that I already have open. I'm going to go up here and click down into my optimization scenario. Within this scenario, let's view the limits we've defined to enforce our overall constraints like we discussed, like keeping the spend within budget, as you can see here, or our ability to establish contact policies as well. Additionally, the marketer is able to do sensitivity or what-if analysis to see how changing some of the constraints would impact the overall revenue. What if I was able to increase the amount of catalogs we sent? Or what if I was able to increase the budget and lessen our constraints? Would it increase the amount of revenue that we generated? Now, this is just one quick example of how analytics can empower marketers to better engage with their customers. Finally, we have planned, executed, and started to analyze as we move throughout our execution efforts, our marketing efforts. The key to ensuring that we're meeting all of our goals is to measure our success and gauge our overall performance. Let's go ahead and return home. In addition to providing out-of-the-box insights within the solution, as you can see here in our Insights menu, insights are also embedded throughout the solution to provide marketers with a real-time view into how their campaigns are performing. So let's go ahead and open a sample web A/B task that I have already open up here. Here, I can see the red polka dot dress was our winning variant with the highest conversion rate. Additionally, I can also see that the system also discovered a segment, as you can see here. This is just one example of how marketers are able to view how things are performing to quickly pivot and adjust course as needed to ensure maximum results. To quickly recap, we focused on how you can transform the customer experience by leveraging SAS's Customer Intelligence 360 solution to connect your planning, execution, performance, and analytic efforts. Thank you for attending. Please feel free to reach out if there are any additional questions or comments.